There's just this beautiful Evo here, 2014, but he says he has to sell it because he's moving home in a few months. And didn't want to take it with him, I guess. But man, this thing is just sharp. Look at that. And then of course there's a generic boring Camaro here too, but we see a billion of those every day. Ooh, she is dirty. She needs to be washed. That girl's gotta get cleaned. Alright, so let's see. And that's new. That is new. That is new. And then on this car, also extremely in need of cleaning. Like so bad. Where's the thing? Ah, there it is. Also on this one, let's see. Oh, I'm not gonna go for that hood prop because it's so small anyway. Just balance it on my head. Yeah, there we go. That is new. And that is new. If you don't know what that is, that's the VTEC solenoid. Clutch solenoid, clutch reservoir, the VTEC. Let's see. Yeah. It says what miles has changed. VTEC gasket. Cool. And then that's new. These are not new, but they should be. Yeah. And then that down there, the compressor is new. The AC, this needs to be changed out. And am I low on coolant? Sure looks like it, doesn't it? I don't know. It's so hard when the containers are so dirty. I definitely need to top that off, though. Oh, and that boy right there is new, too. It's a fuel filter. Yep. Oh. Okay, I'm done balancing that on my head. Let's go over here and close this guy. I love how symmetrical the engine is. I love the twin intakes. I love V6 engines. If I only had to pick one engine, it'd be V6. So I love how they go in like that. They make a supercharger that'll fit this car, and what it does is it replaces one of these intakes, from what I've read, with the supercharger, and then keeps the other intake. And it's not a very good design because each of those intakes are dedicated to one bank of cylinders. So basically you're only supercharging half your engine. I am not sure what the intelligence in that is, but I guess to each their own. In my opinion, VQs are amazing naturally aspirated engines. They have something like a 11.6 to 1 compression ratio, and you don't want to mess with that. They are beautiful engines. But nitrous would be cool, wouldn't it? Thoughts for down the road. So I want to talk about car parts. Most of those parts that you saw that were placed on there, I got from Rock Auto. Now Rock Auto is really hard to use, the website, when you first look at it, if you're a beginner. This is why I said in my last video that it lends itself more to mechanics than to do-it-yourselfers, because it can be intimidating when you first get on that website there and you see the layout of it. There's no pictures, there's no big descriptions of parts. A lot of stuff is categorized by serial numbers and part numbers. But once you know how to use it, it's like a gold mine for car parts. Any car part I get for repairs, so they're not really performance parts, but if I'm looking to repair something, I first, even no matter what I'm looking for, even if I am looking for performance parts, I first check Rock Auto to see if they have it, and 9 times out of 10, they have it, and they have the best price on it. And you might be skeptical because they don't really look like that professional of a website, but I've always had good experiences with them. Now, if they don't have it, then I'll switch over to one of the other places like Auto Parts Warehouse. I've also had good experience with them. And Rock Auto, sometimes they don't really have the performance mods that you might be looking for, like you'd find on Summit or Auto Parts Warehouse. But for first replacement and repair parts go, they're a great company to go with because they get you the parts like 2 days later. Apparently, I can't snap very well. 2 days later, they get you the parts like usually, and they're in great shape. They're really good quality parts. So most of what I replace on there, I've got from there. And now I'm going to show you guys the website and why I say that some people who are like do-it-yourselfers or young people who are just like brand new to working on their car might get kind of intimidated by trying to find the right part on Rock Auto. So, I'll get some coffee and we'll take a look at this. Hey guys, what is up? So, we're coming up on the end of the semester here for ASU. And I can't wait to be done. I'm gonna have so much more free time to do everything I want with my cars over the break and to actually make some more money and work. That way I can save up for next school year where I'll go bankrupt again. Because that just seems to be the cycle of how it works when you're in college. Work during the summer, and you lose all your money during the school year and then some. So, but hey, we got, I think it's like 2 weeks left, and we are home free. It's gonna be summer break time, just like pools, cars, and freedom. At least for 3 months until it starts again. So what we're doing now is, so both my cars, the AC is trashed on them. The Del Sol has had 3 compressors in its lifetime. About every year the compressor goes out. I just believe it's a bad design on the car. The entire cooling unit on that car is like this big. Like you look at it, the air conditioning condenser is about 1 square foot, tiny. And then the AC compressor is like the size of maybe 5 decks of cards stacked together. And it's just insufficient for cooling in Arizona. Because Arizona, you get the summer temperatures go up to 122, I think, was our high last summer. And the system can't handle it. Over in like the United Arab Emirates, when they sell cars over there, they upgrade the cooling systems and the radiator systems on them to deal with the high heat. But we don't have that in Arizona, so our cars just die. But first, even more important than getting the AC in the cars is to get the brakes done on the Infiniti, because the squealing, I can't take it anymore. I hate it when people have squealing brakes. I just look at them, I'm like, come on, are you that lazy? Like, you're not going to treat your car right? And then I'm one of those people right now, so yeah, I hate myself. But okay, so we're going to go on here. We're going to get some new brakes. I'm thinking something pretty good, because the ones that were on it were ceramics, and that car has upgraded front brakes. It's got the 14-inch rotors, I believe, in the front with the bigger pistons or the bigger calipers, and it works. The car stops really well when the brake pads are good, but I don't want to put brake pads on there. That'd be completely destroy the point of having the upgraded brakes and the bigger calipers. So here, let's see here. Yeah, order some new brakes right now. Alright, so this is Rock Auto. This is the website I use for all of my parts whenever I have to repair anything. And as you can see, it's not as fancy as some of the performance parts websites. It's a little more bare bones. Everything kind of goes by serial numbers for what you need. It might be a little harder to find some things if you're not used to it. But I'll show you guys. It's not as hard. It's a little intimidating when you first get on because it's not the easiest site to use. But the good thing is their prices are amazing. Their quality is good, and they get the stuff to you shipped super fast. So it's an Infiniti. It's a 2008. It's a G35. Now it doesn't have the difference between sport model and regular model, so it doesn't have the red sport on here, which is fine. We just make sure we get parts that fit the red sport. Let's see, brake and wheel hub. brake pads. And this is what it looks like. So yeah, maybe a little bit harder to use, but check this out. They have everything you can want. So for economy brake pads, they start at about $8 a piece. They have Centric, they have Bosch, they have Wagner, they have Monroe, they have more Centric, Friction Master, AC Delco, they have Raybestos, Bendix, Power Stop, Beck Arnley, more Bendix. Yeah. So then we go down, there's the daily driver segment. Now this is slightly upgraded, so economy would be like, you're not doing any performance driving. This is like slight performance driving in here. These are mostly ceramic pads, and they're usually have better stopping and more heat resistance. They encounter less heat fade. So if you're taking your car on a track and you have to brake heavily. And then here's the dedicated performance brakes, and these are for basically just track use. You don't want to be using these for street use because you have to warm them up before they're really effective. But once you do get them warmed up for the track use, they're really resistant to heat fade and really great for the track. So here you have brands like Power Stop, Centric. Actually, that's all they have for performance there. And then these are premium OE Plus. These are like if you want the exact same ones that come from the factory. They have the Akibono, the Raybestos, and Power Stops. So these ones are about $50 a piece. The performance track ones are about $90 to $80 a piece. And then once you get in here to the everyday performance ones, which are good for street or track, a little bit of track, if you do mostly street, then these ones range from like $20 to $40. This is the category we're going to be in right here. We're going to be in the, not the base model ones. I want some that are ceramic, like the ones that are on it. And Bosch is actually a very good company. I try to use them whenever I buy aftermarket stuff. I had a Mercedes that needed Bosch fuel filters. And that was crazy. They were really good fuel filters. Best ones you could get for it, but they were crazy expensive. Let's see. Let's go here. They have, you gotta be careful here because there's these Bosches, Bosch Quiet Cast Ceramic Parts rear. That will fit the sport model. They're $22 for the rears. Just put that in the cart. I'm gonna go down here. Now here is Bosch Quiet Cast Ceramic Pads front. But you gotta look carefully. It says front base model, Journey, X model, except sport. So that one will work on sport. And then if you want to see more detail on anything, let's find the Bosch ones that I need. Right here, Bosch Quiet Cast Ceramic Pads, Front X Sport. So if you want more detail on everything, click this, and it expands. It tells you the part number, it tells you what it is, what's in it. Quiet Cast, copper-free ceramic brake pads developed for the generalist who wants all makes and models all day long. The premium line of brake pads raises aftermarket brake pad technology to a whole another level. So these are performance pads, but not track pads. Highly engineered friction material. Yep. Alright, reduced noise. But big thing I like, they're ceramic. Alright, they're 34 for the fronts. That's not too bad. And that's it. Everything else just normal. You go to your shopping cart, you get it. So once you figure out how to use the website, awesome company. Okay, so now my Rock Auto brake pads are on their way, and they are the Bosch. They're not the blue line. The blue line is Bosch's like economy line. They're supposed to be still good pads because Bosch makes quality stuff. But I went a step up and I got the Bosch ceramics from the performance line, and they should be here. I don't know. I mean, probably. I got an email about a half hour after I clicked order, and it said that they already been shipped. So there's that. Oh yeah, I gotta show you guys this T-shirt too. I got this thing made up for my G35. It's just a nice JDM meme right there. And Gypsy, I put on the license plate. So this is pretty cool. I mean, I always knew I'd get custom T-shirts, but like this customized, that's pretty sick. I was able to like show them like what design I wanted for like the headlights, and then on this one I put in like the quad exhaust and everything for that more like aggressive look. And the It's vinyl. It's held up to washing. I don't know. It's pretty cool. Alright, so in my next video, I'm going to talk about what I had to do about, or might be the one after, what I had to do to get a 15-car garage with a car lift, and how much I had to pay for that in order to get that. That's the one that's always, when we're working on cars and we're in the shop, that's the garage I'm in. Oh, beautiful garage. Every tool you can imagine. As Dominic Toretto in Fast and Furious would say, if you can't find the tool you're looking for in this garage, then you don't belong anywhere near a car. That's how I feel about my garage that I have. And it's just it's perfect. It's even like cooled down for the summer. I got like swamp coolers in there. So we're going to talk about that, and it might be like 2 videos from now. So we'll wait for the weekend to come to get over there. But so like right now I got to get to comm class. I have another class today. Alright. So don't forget to like and subscribe. That way you can follow Import Life, and then you can follow the CRX Del Sol build. Our goal for that, like we said, is 300 horsepower. Clean 300 on the CRX. And the Infiniti, of course. And then also the Malibu, which is really broken. And if you watch the video called Introducing the Channel, then you'll see what I'm talking about with the Malibu being broken. Alright, see you later, guys. I'm kind of sad because there's a car meet this weekend, but I have to go to a dinner thing and I won't be able to attend it. And this makes me like super sad. But anytime I get sad, I just think about 2 weeks left of the semester, and that cheers me like right up.